Yes.
I think we're losing Kim.
I think so too. Let me try adding her again.
Okay.
I think she just doesn't have a stable connection. That's why, because she said she was camping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So hopefully.
So where are you guys at right now? Where are you guys from?
Go ahead, Kevin.
I'm sorry?
Where are you from,
Where
Kevin?
are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Okay. I went to
Oh.
Southern Virginia University, so I was there for a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, it's a nice little pretty campus. Small, but
Where in Virginia are you?
Yeah, we're in Virginia.
I'm in Richmond. So about 2 hours away from Southern Virginia University.
Yeah, Richmond's nice.
And Catherine, where are you at right now?
I'm just Teton, Idaho, so I'm just 15 minutes of Rexburg. So I'm on
And I'm in
campus.
Yeah, I'm in Rexburg.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll just come to your house, and then we can eliminate
There
one
you
of the
go.
streets.
We could have done that. Exactly. Yeah, I just live here, right here in town, actually. So.
Cool. Cool. So is Kim
So are you going?
Oh, sorry.
So are you going on campus and doing online as well, or just doing online?
Yeah, this is actually my last semester, and honestly, this is one of the first intensive online classes I've taken. So I never had to do a group project online.
I know. God, I love the group project.
So is Kim gonna come back on?
I don't know. I sent her an invite, but I can't. She hasn't sent another message.
I'll text.
Yeah, I was gonna text.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
She's in the car.
Yep. I figured I get better reception out here, so.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
You're coming in a lot.
Where are you camping? Where are you camping at?
Oh, we are camping in Oklahoma right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only like 100 degrees.
Oh,
Nice.
no, really?
Yeah, so I'm sorry if my AC is really loud because it's really hot.
Yeah, we don't
No,
want you sitting in the
fine.
car with not AC. You need to be sitting in the car with AC on. That's okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well,
we decided you can hear us now then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So who was the facilitator for the second group? You. All right. Well, we're broadcasting, so anytime you guys want to start, let's be all over that.
All right.
So
Okay.
round two, whatever your thing was for round two, then be that.
Okay,
All right.
hold on, because I think I might have missed this with you guys. Are we just discussing diabetes in general as a support group, or is there a specific topic that we need to focus on?
I picked a topic, I kind of set a goal on what I wanted my support group to get out of the meeting. I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it. There's a reason why I picked second.
I think that was exactly.
Okay.
I was confused on the instructions as well, so like I was just gonna kind of wing it, but because I don't know exactly what he's trying to get, what the professor's trying to get us to do, kind of thing.
Right.
Well, I'm first, so I came up with a little agenda, and I guess I'll lead out, and then you guys can
Okay.
Take it from
Okay, and
there.
are we pausing it at all
We're live right now.
between groups, or are we just going to switch? Or
I think we're just going to switch. And I think because I don't even know that we need to do the 15 minutes, but I do know because she said if we had enough people in our group, we only need to do 15 minutes. I guess it just depends on how long the conversation goes, but I think we need to keep it going for at least 10.
okay, so 10, and that was the other thing I was confused about. 10 per person or 10 total?
10 per person, I think.
Per person who's
That's what I
running who's being the facilitator.
Okay.
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 So I wanted to start out with a little icebreaker, and since we're all BYU Idaho students, I figured we'd just kind of share why we chose BYU Idaho, and maybe just like why we felt inspired to do it or how things are going. So I guess we'll just start with Kim, the Kim B, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. I chose BYU Idaho, honestly, because my brother's up there and all of my friends. So I went physically to BYU Idaho for about 2 years and then decided to take online classes because it was easier. But I actually really ended up liking the spirit at BYUI and just the way classes were run and how they were small and more one-on-one with the professors. So now if I were to go back, I think I would choose it specifically just because of the way the campus is run.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You kind of start with a different reason and then you just dive right in, loving it, I guess. How about you, Kevin?
Kind of the same reason. I have my cousin goes up there. She's the one that convinced me to go. Originally was going to go up for a semester and then go on a mission, but then I kind of stayed. So about 2 semesters away from graduating. So we'll see where it takes me.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Hey, and Kim.
I picked it because it's close to home, and I actually had credits. I'm the old one of the group, so I had credits from 30 years ago that when it was Ricks College, and they told me at the 30-year mark if I didn't use them, I'd lose them, and but I could do everything online, and so it came at a time that I needed to do something differently. I'm a nurse and I have been for almost 30 years, and so I'm kind of taking a different direction, and I'm getting my public health, but it kind of leads in more to health education, health administration, and so I'm kind of hoping to put my nursing degree and health administration. I want to go run a hospital. How's that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's just interesting how like we're all students, but yet we all come from different backgrounds, but we're here in this group meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now I figured, so the topic is diabetes, and I picked a specific focus, and so I really like the word storms. And so really quick, we're just gonna do a word storm, and we're gonna do. So the word I picked is education, but keep in mind we're all here for diabetes. But I think I can bring it around, and so anything that comes to your mind for education.
As it relates to diabetes or as it relates to just education?
As it relates to, so if you're pretending that you're here for diabetes, and this is the reason why you're here, just whatever comes to your mind as far as the word education, like it can be all across the board. Good question though.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay, more words?
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing.
I think of the World Diabetes Association. They have a lot of good information. That's where I got a lot of my knowledge from for diabetes.
Compliance.
What was that, Kim?
Compliance.
Compliance.
It's a term that we use a lot in medicine. If somebody's doing what they're supposed to be doing as far as staying on top of their disease, they're being compliant. They're doing all that they can to help out their situation.
Okay, yeah, you just gotta run with it, right?
Right.
Something like that.
Has anything come to mind, Kevin?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. How about you again,
Nope,
Kim?
I think about prevention, because the more you're educated and the more you know, the easier it'll be to prevent diabetes.
Okay. Yeah. So if anything else comes to your mind, Kevin, you're welcome to add to that. But have you both Kims?
Holiness.
It probably won't.
Holiness.
Holiness. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
That 10 minutes?
Okay.
Nice.
No,
What time are we at?
we got 4 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay, good, because I haven't had a chance to complain yet.
Let's do some complaining.
Yeah.
Wait, Kim.
Okay.
We went to round 2, so you're actually the silent one.
Oh, see? Good job. Yeah, I was like, okay, if he's the silent one, he's being more of the complainer. So I'm glad you hear that, because I'm like,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Okay, I was like, wow, he's, not really participating. But okay, so we're in round 2 already.
Yeah, we jumped ahead
I
because
thought I
there
was
was
doing
nobody
pretty well.
facilitating. I thought you did a great job. You did a really good job.
Okay, so I should have been composed. Oh, well, I guess I kind of. Oh no, that's.
Well, see,
Well,
you were just quiet. You were just
See, I was
quiet,
confused.
and I was.
I thought you were going to be the silent one. I was like, she might not know.
Nope,
So we're on
had
round
no
2.
idea.
She did not know.
Okay.
So
So do I still have time? Or how does this
You
work?
still have time. You've got about 4 minutes.
okay, I'll
So
be
then
really
I-
quiet.
Discuss the words with you guys. So like you wrote compliance. Why? And so you kind of explained. Let me see if I get this right, Kim. You said that when we're compliant with what's happened to us, and we have to go along with it, right? And so, but how does that relate to education?
Well, in the sense that we're learning about our disease, we're trying to figure out how we fit into that system. We're educated in the sense that we know what to do and how to do it appropriately, and then we follow through with it. A lot of people who have diabetes don't, they don't understand that it's a whole body system and it can change your life forever. I mean, it can destroy your kidneys and it can cause issues with peripheral neuropathy, which is you can't feel your fingers or your feet. There's a lot of issues. You can lose your eyesight. And so they don't understand that by doing the simple things along the way, that they can change how their disease process affects them. And so, yeah, when you're compliant, you're educating yourself. You're finding out what works for you as far as taking care of your diabetes and what doesn't. And so it fits right along with education.
Yeah, so education. So the more education you have, the more you're compliant with your disease. I like that. And then somebody said prevention. Was that you, Kim? The other Kim?
I did, but I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
I could still fill in on that one though. I think if you're preventing, Can you guess that I'm the monopolizer? Which is not a hard role for me to do. So.
I don't know either.
Not a hard role at all. When you're preventing, and it fits right in with that compliance. If you know what your disease process is and you do what you have to go through the steps to helping yourself, you know, overall the disease has less effect on you.
Wow, Kim has some great ideas. Do you have
Don't
anything
I know?
to add, Kevin, that you thought of?
No, I'm just here.
Okay. Okay, so I guess just in conclusion, I just really so I also the other Kim mentioned Diabetes Association. So she brought up one of the really good resources that we can go to learn more about diabetes and to get that education so that we can be more proactive in taking care of this disease. And so I really appreciated that, Kim. Do y'all have any more ideas on places or sources that we can go to get information on diabetes?
Nope.
Well, I have lots of ideas, but I think we probably ought to round things out.
Give me 1 second. I need to get my charger.
Okay.
Okay, so I just was gonna emphasize that there's tons of resources. We can go to doctors, nurses. Those are some things that I thought of, and we could also do a lot of self-education just online and talk to people that we know. We don't have to just take whatever the doctor says, but we can do our own research too. And I think that will help us all. So can I just challenge you all to just learn something new about diabetes this week? Kim, can I challenge you to learn something new?
I will take that challenge.
And how about the other Kim, Kim B? Just, yeah, anything you can gather, just something new, and maybe next week we'll talk about it. How about you, Kevin? You gonna learn something new about diabetes?
I'd rather not.
Well, I know that if you do, I'm a missionary. No, you will feel more empowered, and you will have control of your diet. Yes, you will. Okay, I'm done.
It's a wrap. Good job. Okay.
All right.
Round 3. I get to be the facilitator.
All right. Before we start, can someone explain to me what exactly a monopolist is?
Somebody who takes over the conversation. That's why I did it so well.
Oh, okay. Because when I looked up, like, it meant someone like that owned a monopoly. I'm like this isn't making me money.
Yeah.
No, if they monopolize the conversation, then you like taking over the conversation. So you're going to talk over people. Yeah.
What's my role? Can somebody?
Silent one.
No, I can do that.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let me set the timer and then we can. Okay. All right. I'd like to welcome you all here today. I'd like to start with an icebreaker, and I would like you to give me your names and maybe one word that identifies you. And we're going to do this a couple of times just so that we can get to know each other. So one word that identifies you, or that you can think of that you identify with. Kevin, can you go ahead and do that?
Can you repeat what you were saying? I'm sorry, I could not hear.
Okay, no, that's okay. So we're going to identify each other. We're going to tell our names, maybe one word or a couple of statements about each other, just kind of introduction, icebreaker, so that we can get to know each other.
Okay. Well, I would say athlete is my word. I did track, I played basketball, I played football, I played soccer in high school, I still do. In each sport, I was a team leader, dominated, had the ball the whole time, or I was in first place. Let's see, it was all about me.
Okay, wonderful. So, Kim B, can you give me some information about you?
Okay, my one word I think would be adventurous. I just like being outdoors and doing anything that involves adrenaline and just trying new things.
Wonderful.
I'm up for anything.
And how about you, Catherine? Do you have any?
Just say shy. I like to hang out in the background.
Okay. Well, and that's for all important roles. We appreciate that. Okay, and where are you all from? I think we talked about this prior to our broadcasting, but where are you all from? Kevin.
I'm from Richmond, Virginia, on the East Coast, right below Pennsylvania, above North Carolina. I've been here my whole life. It's a beautiful area. Not much to say. It's rather small. I mean, I live in the West End, and there's areas. There's South Side. There's downtown. There's East End, North End, or North Side, not North End.
Hey, appreciate that. And Kim B.
I'm from Dallas. Yeah, and I've been here for a while. I love all the service opportunities. There's so many things that you can do just to help others.
Oh,
So.
wonderful. And Catherine?
Sorry. I'm from Missouri.
You're from Missouri. Okay. Okay, and so today we're getting together and we're having a discussion about diabetes. Either you know someone who has diabetes or you yourself have diabetes. And so how does that relate to you? Why are you here, essentially?
I know many people with diabetes. I just want to be able to help them, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. And Kim?
Well, I agree with Kevin. I think that if you know about diabetes, you can help others who might have it or might be at risk for it. And so educating yourself is really not only just a benefit for you, but for those around you.
Okay. And Catherine?
It's just good to be here.
Okay, good. So we all have not necessarily diabetes, but we want to help. We want to find ways that we can be of service to people who do want to get some more knowledge about it. Is that what I'm getting from this? Anyone?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you at all. Would you repeat
that's okay. Oh, I was just saying, so, essentially not any of us have diabetes, but we have some ties to maybe some people who do. We want to get some more information about it. Is that what I'm getting from this?
I would agree with that statement, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful.
absolutely.
Good. And so maybe a little bit of education about diabetes in itself. We could start out with that and what causes that. Do you guys have any information that you already know? I want to see what preconceived ideas that you have.
I do, and I'm so happy to help. So I think the American Diabetes Association is a really great resource. So is the Mayo Clinic and Health Central. They have a lot of really good journals about diabetes and diabetes management. For example, like how your lifestyle and your daily routine can affect your blood sugar and how that can contribute to your diabetes or to put you at risk for diabetes. And it's actually one of the leading causes of death and disability in the United States. So there's definitely a lot to be said for diabetes and to be aware of it.
Wonderful. That is great information and very helpful. It seems to me that you know a lot about those particular organizations and definitely have some resources there that you can pull from. That will be very helpful for the rest of us as well.
Yeah, just
Thank you.
Kevin.
Yes, I just want to say diabetes can strike anyone from any walk of life, and it does. In numbers that are dramatically increasing. In the last decade, cases of people living with diabetes jumped almost 50% to more than 29 million Americans. But let's ask ourselves, just what is diabetes? To answer that, you need to understand the role of insulin in your body. When you eat, your body turns food into sugars or glucose. At this point, your pancreas is supposed to release insulin. Insulin serves as key to open your cells to allow glucose to enter, yada, 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 and allow you to use the glucose for energy. But with diabetes, the system does not work. And there is two types of diabetes. Several major things can go wrong, which causes the onset of diabetes. Type 1 and type 2 are the most common forms of disease, but there are also other kinds, such as gestational diabetes, which occurs during pregnancy, as well as other forms. But let me not take over the conversation. What exactly do you know?
We so appreciate the information that you given, and you actually gave us some good conversation there. I appreciate that, Kevin, because I think it's really important to know that there are different kinds of diabetes and how that functions. Catherine, do you have anything to add to that?
They did a great job. There's two kinds of diabetes.
Well, good. Yeah. There definitely seems to me that Kevin's got a lot of information about that, and hopefully we all will as well. By the time that we finish, with our groups, we'll have an understanding of it, and we can meet together and get some more information. Now, Kim, what in particular about diabetes do you find the most fascinating?
Ooh, most fascinating. Well, I was told a couple of years ago that if you have diabetes, I think it's type 2, and you don't manage it well, that your foot can fall off. And I think that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that was true, but I did some research on a few websites, and there's quite a few serious side effects of diabetes. So some of the side effects can include like heart problems, heart disease, stroke, kidney problems, nerve damage, and amputations, like I mentioned with the foot. And so it can really impact your lifestyle. And there's quite a few. I just think that's really interesting. But I think diabetes is interesting.
And Catherine, anything interesting about diabetes that specifically stands out to you?
On my mission, I met a lot of people without a foot because
of diabetes. Okay. Well, and that probably made a huge impact on how you wanted to gain that information. Okay. Well, I think we've had a great time here today. We've covered some good subjects. Definitely want to plan coming back and joining up again, and we hope that you can come next time. We'll be meeting again next Thursday at 7 o'clock. We've got some refreshments in the back that have nothing to do with diabetes. And we will see you next week. You guys did a great job.
Facilitating.
All right, thank you. Okay, whose turn to facilitate now?
It is mine. I'm trying to find a timer really quick.
Okay.
Because I'm on my phone.
Set one. If you want me to, I can set it.
That would be awesome.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and set it, and when you're ready, go.
And what's our rules? Does somebody have that?
Yes.
What?
Catherine, you are the composed participant ready to help.
I think it's yours.
Okay, my phone's about to die, so give me 1 second. I'd be
Okay.
a bad facilitator if I wasn't online. Let's see. 1 sec.
So, do you guys know how we share this with the
I
professor?
think that when I stop the broadcast, I will put it on YouTube. Because I was the one who, I'm broadcasting it, so I think I have to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. There's some directions on the actual assignment. I think you're the only one that's going to have to turn it in because we're not going to
Okay.
have access to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll come back and try and figure that out. I think the steps are pretty easy after I stop the broadcast. So we'll see how that works out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You left technology in my hands. That's bad.
And everybody has their roles?
Yes.
Perfect.
The
Okay.
silent one. My favorite.
Alrighty, so thanks everybody for meeting here tonight. I'm so excited to get to know you all a little bit better and to talk about diabetes. I did want to just start with a quick icebreaker, and this is one of my personal favorites. What is your, who is your favorite superhero? And if you could have any superpowers, what would they be? So let's see. Kim, let's start with you.
My favorite. I always liked Wonder Woman because she had a really cool lasso. She was kind of obnoxious though, so I don't know that she was like my absolute favorite. But yeah, I'll have to go with Wonder Woman.
Awesome. And what would your superpower be if you could have any?
To be invisible. I like the invisible part. Because then you could like get on people's conversations and yeah, I like that. Let's invisible.
That's awesome. I like that. That would be pretty cool. Catherine, what about you?
I like Elastigirl because I like to do yoga and I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to stretch really far. So yeah, that would be my pick.
Be good for yoga, right? What if you could have any superpower? Oh wait, I guess that goes along with Elastigirl. Okay, cool. Kevin, what about you? Who is your favorite superhero, and what would your superpower be?
Batman, and I guess flying.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that too.
Is it really hot in here? I think it's hot in here. Could you turn your AC up?
Yeah, we'll get Kevin to go turn the AC up.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. So I think I've got to be right along there with you, Kim. I think my favorite superhero is Wonder Woman because she's really strong and she's not your normal, typical superhero. She is a little bit, a little bit obnoxious, not afraid to say what she thinks. So, but if I could have any superhero or any superpower, I would want to be able to breathe underwater. I think that would be pretty cool. So
That would be really good.
Anyway, now that we know each other a little bit better, let's get started. I did want to talk about something specific with diabetes tonight for our meeting. I wanted to talk about the different consequences of diabetes and how it affects our lifestyle since we, all have diabetes. So let's see, Catherine, let's start with you. What is one of the biggest consequences you've noticed with diabetes?
I've definitely had to change my eating habits and cooking styles. I've been very, I've been doing a lot of research as far as like what foods would help, not just what I need to avoid. I think a lot of people focus on what they need to avoid, but really there's so much you can do to help manage your diabetes better, and great foods that help regulate blood sugar, all that jazz.
That is fantastic. I love how you take a positive spin on it and not just look at what you can't eat, because there's a lot that we can't eat, but
Oh, there's
looking
so
at
much
what we
you
can
can't
eat.
eat. I miss peanut butter cups so bad. It just makes me crazy that I just can't just eat Reese's peanut butter cups.
That's actually my favorite candy, so I agree with you completely. It's hard. So, Catherine, while we're on that topic, really quick, what's your favorite, your food then that doesn't impact the diabetes too much? that you can eat?
Well, I mean, just what she was. I just wanted to add to what she said, because she said she misses Reese's, and so I think you can find substitutes. Like I found this healthy. You can get dark chocolate, just like straight up cocoa, and you can make like a fudge. It won't be as sweet, but and then you can get peanut butter.
You have to cook.
And huh?
I hate cooking. Then you have to cook, and I hate cooking.
Yeah, but there's just some great alternatives. I mean, you should really look at, maybe you have some friends who could, help you with that. Like,
I guess if you're really into that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, Kim. I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, I guess if you're really into that kind of thing. I don't like to cook. I just want to eat what I want to eat.
Yeah, and I think that's hard. But Catherine, I love how you mentioned that there were a few things that you could do that were still good that we could eat. Maybe we should make it sometime for one of our meetings. That would be
I
cool.
could do that. I'll
Yeah.
totally make it and bring you all recipes.
That sounds great. Kim, does that sound fun to you? Would you like?
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Okay, great. Okay.
If she makes them, I don't want to even have to make them. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm just here because my mother made me them.
Well, maybe if we all, made them together for one of our meetings, that would be pretty fun. And you could watch and then decide if you wanted to jump in. And I think that would be really cool.
Yeah,
So,
I guess.
Yeah. So, Kevin, what is one of the biggest lifestyle modifications you've noticed with diabetes?
Kind of just going to piggyback on what they said. I had to adjust what I eat.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it sounds like we've all had to kind of make a few adjustments to the way that we've been eating specifically with our diabetes. So one of the other consequences that I wanted to bring up, this is actually a really cool article that I was reading, and I would love to share it with you guys. And it is on Health Central, and it says that uncontrolled diabetes can lead to blindness, heart disease, stroke, kidney problems, amputations, and even nerve damage. And furthermore, diabetes can lead to the loss of the right to drive, and it can complicate pregnancy and cause birth defects. So this was a really interesting article for me because I didn't know some of these. What about you guys? Have you heard of all of this stuff before, or is it new to you as well?
On my mission, I really came across, I served in the Philippines, and it was such an eye-opener to me. I got to help this one lady. She was baptized and she lost her foot. And another lady didn't know about managing her diabetes, and she just drank soda all the time. And she'd never drank water, and so she had lost her leg up to her knee, and her eyesight wasn't very good, and she had to, she kind of changed though. It was an eye opener for me too, because even though they didn't have good education, like she learned that she needed to drink water instead of soda, and that was really important to her.
That's what we get to look forward to. That's awesome.
Well, I think it's really cool that we can be aware of the consequences of diabetes and maybe modify things, like Catherine mentioned, drinking water instead of soda. And that can make a big difference, a big impact. So, Kim, what do you think? If you were given the choice between water and soda and saving your leg, what would you do? Would you drink water?
I'd have to save my leg, because who wants to have a stubby leg? I mean, really. I don't know. This just all seems so complicated to me, and I'm not liking it. I'm not having fun with it at all. I don't know.
It is. I think it is complicated, but that's why I love that we get to meet here and just kind of, meet other people who have the same issues and can lean on each other as a support group and work through it together. So I think that's fantastic. What about you, Kevin?
No comments.
Okay, that's fine. So it looks like we probably just have a few minutes left here. So I just wanted to just take a quick second to say thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I know there's other things you can be doing with your time, but that you made the commitment to be here, I think is absolutely fantastic, and it's moving us towards a better lifestyle with diabetes. So thank you all so much. There are refreshments in the back, of course, and feel free to come and talk to me afterwards if you have any questions or anything.
Good job.
Thank you. Good job. All right. We're going to be great actors. I have teenagers.
Fantastic.
I channeled my teenager. No big deal.
Well, I couldn't think of what to say half the time because the whole thing I was thinking was, wow, she's really good at this.
All right, last one. You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Yeah.
Ready as you'll ever be. Okay, Kevin. I'm going to start the timer. And we'll take whose turn is it?
It's Kevin's turn.
Okay. All right. What is your role?
I'm a facilitator. Kim E is a silent one. Kim B is a monopolist, and then Catherine's a help-rejecting complainer.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be.
Channel me.
Hey, look, I didn't know how to do monopolist, but all right.
It was good.
All right. I have a timer as well, so I'll be starting it. So is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming today. We're all here because we either have a loved one that has diabetes or we ourselves have diabetes. So just wanted to bring this support group or this group together to be able to support each other and just meet one another kind of thing. So to start, I do want to do an icebreaker. Be mindful of the time. So what I want to do is go around, tell me one interesting truth about you and one lie, and I'm going to try to figure out which one is the lie. So, Kim, would you mind starting off?
Which Kim?
Kim E.
Oh, okay. One truth and one lie, and you're going to guess which one. Okay, I have 7 children, and I have been a nurse for 30 years.
I'm going to say the lie is that you have been a nurse for 30 years.
No, actually, I have been a nurse for 30 years. I don't have 7 children.
Well, I don't know which route to go there. Kim B, how about you?
Okay, so one truth and one lie. So let's see. About 10 years ago, I was involved in a really bad motorcycle accident. I used to be a professional motocross racer, and one of the issues was I was really, really competitive. You know, I always wanted to win, always wanted to be on top. And so we were in this race, and there was a ton of dirt flying around. I was second place, and I took my helmet off so that I could see better because my mask was fogging up. And I tried to go around this guy, and I ended up going off this 10-foot embankment and breaking my back just about in half. And the doctor said that if it moved like a centimeter to the side, that I'd be paralyzed from like the waist down for life. And so that's one. And then the other is that I have moved only twice in my life.
I'm going to say the lie is the first one.
That is actually the truth.
Oh, dang. Oh, well. All right, Catherine.
Well, my first one is I'm pregnant. The second one is I love being here.
Catherine, that's so
Wow.
cool. I'm pregnant too. If that's
Really
your truth.
put me in that position. I'm going to say the lie is that you're pregnant.
The truth is that I'm pregnant. The lie is that I'm not happy to be here. I am happy. Like, I lied saying I was happy to be here because really I'm not.
Sure.
Catherine, that's so cool. How far along are you?
I'm 17 weeks.
Wow, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, is this your first?
Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations.
All right, y'all. Just wanted to say that I want to stay on topic, but feel free to meet up afterwards. Thank you. All right. So, what are ways that we can help our loved ones or yourself cope with diabetes? I'm sure it was very traumatic when you first received news. Kimmy?
Yeah, it was difficult. I had a hard time with it.
All right. Kim B.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just remember when I found out that I had diabetes, it was the hardest thing that I have ever gone through, you know? And I didn't know anything about it beforehand, and I just remember the doctor came in and told me that I had type 2 diabetes, which is really serious, you know. I know there's different forms of diabetes, but type 2 is a really bad one. You know, since it affects the way that you know, your body rejects the insulin and the hormones. So it's just been really devastating. You know, it's been a couple of years and it's been really hard. And I don't think anybody else knows what I'm going through. No one else really understands.
Sure. What about you, Catherine?
Well, I just don't like how she acts like nobody understands because obviously I have diabetes and it's been really hard. I just like, you know, I just can't eat anything. I'm just going to be in a nursing home when I'm 50 and I'm not going to give up my soda. Like, that's just how it's going to be now. Like, fine, I'll be in a nursing home. That's okay.
Sure. These are all valid worries, and of course, it is very tough to have diabetes. But I just want to, I guess, share some ways that I've helped my loved one with her diabetes. Being a good listener is the most important thing you can do to help, because it helps just being there. As you said, or as both of you said, it feels like maybe nobody really knows what you're going through. Giving up sodas, giving up candy, that's never easy. Another way that I've asked is, or that I've helped, is asking my loved one or remind if they would like reminders about doctor visits, when to check their blood sugar, when to use insulin, and all of that. So, want to go around and just ask what are other ways that you've helped your loved ones? Kimmy?
I don't really know. I have a really hard time talking to people, and so I just prefer if I just try and deal with it myself, and I'm good.
That's good.
I don't really have any ideas.
Not everybody wants to ask for help, kind of thing. As long as you're managing on your own, that's the most important thing. Kimby?
Yeah, I like what you said about managing it on your own and being able to. You know, I think it's just so important to be able to take control. There are so many different things that affect diabetes, and if you do it yourself, you know, and you make the decision to, like you said, Catherine, not end up in a nursing home, you know, you have to make changes, and I think that's important.
Thank you. And then Catherine?
I don't know. No one's really helped me, so maybe they can help themselves.
Sure. Well, I guess that's why we're here. I mean, at least we have you in case nobody else does. Let's see. I mean, here's some more activities that you can do before I close out. I've found that a lot of people like to do simple things such as walking, dancing, gardening. Apparently, is a very good stress reliever. Takes your mind off diabetes. So we have about a minute left, so I just want to have some closing remarks. I mean, I do want to continue doing this weekly. Again, it really helps just being here as much as one person might say it doesn't. You know, it's just good to have a support group to lean on, kind of thing. If there's any questions, feel free to stay back. I'd be more than glad to talk a little more with you. Thank you.
Oh wait, I just wanted to add my comments too there, Kevin, at the end. I think it's so important too that we're all out here, you know, because this is so unique for each of us, and you know, and I think it's great that we can all stand together. And I'm just so proud of every one of you, you know, and that we get to meet together. And I can't wait to get to know everybody more.
Perfect, and that's our 10 minutes. There we go.
Good job, everybody.
That was so hard.
That was so hard.
I think I
You did a good job, though,
Monopolis was awkward.
It's so awkward.
I like how you just read like a paragraph. Did you, Kevin? Didn't you like look up something online?
I did pull up Google because I had no idea how to take over the conversation, so I thought I'd just read a whole page.
I had a hard time not to laugh. That was great.
It was awesome. I actually have a patient like that. But literally, I think he's reading it out of a book somewhere, and you're going, "You're still talking, buddy. Stop."
That's awesome.
Okay, I am going to try and stop the broadcast, and then I will.
Oh wait, hold on.
Upload it.
I think
No, we're good.
What it was.
Oh, we have to see what we did wrong or what we did right.
Yeah,
Correct?
it's saying like we should hold a short debrief session. Takes about another 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Discuss the following. What did you find challenging as a facilitator, and what did you learn in this activity about facilitating a support group? Anyone's welcome. Go first. I mean,
Keeping the information going and managing what everybody was doing. Although it's not much different than running a 5-year-old primary class, I have to tell you.
Yeah, I thought it was hard to like, because you really want certain people to talk more. And so I think it's hard when they just don't want to participate or they don't want to be there. But and also trying not to step on their toes and making them to where they don't want to come back.
Sure.
And so I think that's hard, is trying to find a balance where you feel like you're giving them the opportunity, but you're not stepping on their toes.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. For me, it was really hard dealing with the complaining when I was the facilitator, because it's the negativity. It's like it changes the whole mood of the group, and it's hard
Well,
to.
what I liked that you did is that you always brought it back to Catherine's positive.
I tried.
Even though I was being really negative, you always brought it back to Catherine's positive. It's like, oh, I appreciate your positivity and how sweet you are about, it's like trying to encourage everybody to be that way. But so you did that really well.
Thanks. Well, you did a great job as a complainer. I was really impressed.
Well, I thought Catherine did as well. It was like, nobody helped me.
I think I had more of an attitude than.
Good.
But yeah, no, it's hard. Really.
Gonna get. Go ahead, Catherine.
I was just saying it's hard when you have somebody complaining, but yeah, I agree. Like that was a good idea to just bring it back to the positives.
I'm glad you were so positive.
It was good.
We can make peanut butter Reese's.
We can do that on a recipe.
I think the most challenging thing I found was I'm pretty much the silent one in the group most of the time anyway. So, I mean, I had no problem being the silent one, like letting everybody else talk kind of thing. But, I mean, I'm fine leading. It's not a problem for me either to lead. I think it was just me kind of winging it, which was the problem. I mean, I knew I was like rambling. I know I said a couple sentences in there that didn't really make sense. I was just trying to kill time. Maybe if I was better prepared, it would have ran a little bit more smoothly. Complaining, of course, does bring things down, but I mean, usually there's always like a complainer or two in a group anyway. So I mean, I did like the assignment, bring different roles kind of thing, because that's what a support group is. It's all types of different people. But as I said, if I was better prepared instead of kind of being in a rush with everything, I came back at 6 a.m. Slept for like 4 hours. Had the missionaries over. I'm dressed in my suit.
You're a little punch drunk.
Yeah. I had to work in another hour, and then.
Oh my gosh.
And then I had to drive on vacation to my vacation for that's a good 5-hour drive. So,
oh man.
So we need to let you go. Good heaven.
Yeah, let's cut this short. It was nice to meet you guys.
It was nice meeting you guys too.
I think is this the last? Is this the only group assignment that we have, or do we have one?
I think so. Somebody said that there's something we have to do towards the end, but not to this effect. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll probably see each other again. Okay. Hopefully, we'll connect a lot easier this time than
For sure. Hey,
yeah,
I will get this put on and get it taken care of, and let you know if I run into any problems.
Awesome.
Okay,
hey, thank you. Have
bye.
a nice vacation. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll enjoy it. All right. Have a good one, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye.